They're in the gate, and they're off. Domicia Lucilla from the inside post bounces out on top. St. Eros Girl comes on to grab second, and Believing is away third on the outside. Down the backstretch run, Domicia Lucilla is out there setting the pace. St. Eros Girl hustled along to chase from second. 2 lengths back to Believing, who's now third. Monocacy fourth and toward the rail. Sweet Beauty smack dab between them, fifth, only 4 lengths off. 8 lengths from there, back to My Tommy Lee. Outsprinted so far. Heading for the far turn, Domicia Lucilla rounds the turn in front by half a length. Hounded by St. Eros Girl. 3 furlongs to go. These two come together now. They round the far turn together, and St. Eros Girl grabs the lead. St. Eros Girl comes on to take over, heading for the quarter pole. Domicia Lucilla is back into second. Sweet Beauty comes on to be third. Monocacy's down inside fourth. They're off the turn. St. Eros Girl in front by 4, heading for the 8th pole. Sweet Beauty runs up into second. Domicia Lucilla fights on with Monocacy toward the rail, but St. Eros Girl has kicked away by 6 and is gone. St. Eros Girl rambles home to win it by 5. Sweet Beauty was second. Monocacy was third. Domicia Lucilla finished fourth. And they're off. Speedboat bounces out on top. And down inside, here comes Funky Music. And Funky Music is on through looking for the lead, and he grabs it. So Funky Music in front. Speedboat is right there. Second, 90s Country comes away third. Arthurian is fourth. American Pure to tap on the brakes down inside fifth. And now it's 5 back to Hometown Hero, who's 10 lengths off the lead already. They're onto the far turn after a quarter in 22 seconds flat. Funky Music shows the way. Speedboat is prompting second. 90s Country 3 wide while third. Arthurian is down inside, covered up in fourth. American Pure has been moved to the outside and is quickly passing horses fifth while wide. Hometown Heroes catching up now. Just 5 lengths behind with a quarter mile to go. 90s Country's off the turn in front by 2. Here comes American Pure second. Coming after this one now. American Pure comes after the lead and grabs it. 90s Country back into second. Hometown Heroes trying to get into third. It's still fourth. Arthurian's down toward the rail, but first is American Pure, who's poured it on late. American Pure streaks under the wire. 3 lengths the winner. 90s Country second. Arthurian was third, and Hometown Hero checks in fourth. And they're off. Atkins from mid-pack bounces out near the top. Freezing Point is there. Winter's Lion down toward the rail. So those 3 fastest off the mark. And it's Atkins on through to the front. Winter's Lion is second. Freezing Point comes on to grab third. Groovin right in behind while fourth. And 8 straight in behind them fifth. They're up the chute, crossing over with Winter's Lion showing the way. So it's Winter's Lion in front, and Freezing Point is prompting second with Atkins right there between them. 8 straight advances toward the inside, up to be fourth. Groovin is back into fifth. And then it's Booster's Shot, who broke at mid-pack but is advancing down the center of the racetrack, followed by Wicked Secret, and the early trailer is Let Me Love You, but only 6 lengths off the lead. The opening half in 46 and 2. They hit the far turn, 3 horses across the track now. Winter's Lion, Atkins, and Freezing Point. Freezing Point puts a nose in front with 3 furlongs to go. Groovin comes on 4 wide, Booster Shot 5 wide, 8 straight, bottled up in behind with Wicked Secret. Let Me Love You has been switched to the outside for the final quarter mile. Freezing Point is off the turn, 2.5 lengths in front now. Groovin fully extended. Winter's Lion there too. Atkins and Wicked Secret, 1 furlong to go. Freezing Point, plenty left for the stretch drive, has built a 6, 7, 8 length lead. Freezing Point rambles home. Groovin was second. Winter's Lion was third, and 8 straight was fourth. And they're off. And it takes heart looking for the lead. Condensation's away sharply as well, and these two hook up early. They've opened up two now. Happy Clouds on the chase from third. Cupid's Payday advancing toward the rail fourth. 2.5 lengths back. High Fashion Lady moving up from fifth. Inside of She'll Never Know sixth. Miss Addie Lynn is at the back in seventh. So down the backstretch run. The battle continues. Condensation and It Takes Heart. Head to head through an opening quarter in 22 and 3/5 seconds. And they're now joined by Happy Clouds to make it three across the track as they round the far turn. Condensation fights to an arrow lead. Happy Clouds cranks up the pressure. It Takes Heart keeps pace toward the inside third. Still four back to Cupid's Payday in fourth. The rest are struggling. She'll Never Know, High Fashion Lady, and Miss Addie Lynn. They're at the quarter pole. Happy Clouds comes off the turn in front. Condensation tries to fight on. It Takes Heart is back into third. Condensation fighting on indeed. Back in front at the eighth pole. Happy Clouds flattening out late. It Takes Heart is there. Final 16th, and it's Condensation by 2. It Takes Heart trying to re-rally. Second best. Condensation first. It Takes Heart second. Cupid's Payday rallied for third. Then it was either Happy Clouds or High Fashion Lady. And they're off. Lantern's Candy, mid-pack, breaks out alertly. Low Red Cloud is there. Sweet Valeria toward the rail. Here comes Verdandi from the outside post, and she's racing up to grab the lead. So Verdandi's in front. Lantern's Candy running in second. Bird Hunter comes on to be third as they head up the chute and race for the main track. And from that outside post to the rail, it's Verdandi. Crossing over, leading the way. Bird Hunter is stalking second. In between, Lantern's Candy advancing up into third. Sweet Valeria's back into fourth. Arnace comes away fifth. Stupendous losing ground outside while sixth. Yellow Creek Road is on the move in seventh. Stark Class reserved at the rail eighth. Nelcock is on the move ninth. Red Bees back into 10th, followed by Dogwoods Becca 11th. 8 lengths back to Low Red Cloud, who's been outrun so far. And that opening quarter in 23 and 3 to a 47 and 3 half-mile time. Verdandi rounding the far turn in control. 3 furlongs to hold it. Bird Hunter is second. Lantern's Candy comes on 3 wide. Now second and coming after Verdandi. Sweet Valeria is back into fourth. And then it's Yellow Creek Road and Arnace. They're off the turn. Verdandi turning for home. Lantern's Candy powers up and takes the lead. Lantern's Candy, steady progress to the front. Verdandi is back into second. Sweet Valeria and Bird Hunter. Final 16th coming. And Lantern's Candy has kicked away. And she will cruise on home to win it by 3 lengths in the end. Lantern's Candy first. Verdandi second. Sweet Valeria third. And Arnace was fourth. They're in the gate. And they're off. Overthought bounces out near the front. Kid You Not is there. Barstow sent on for speed. Kid You Not and Barstow, those two quickest into the opening turn. And Kid You Not steps out. Kid You Not, the leader by a length and a half already. Barstow backs off to track the pace from second. Not Yet Charlie comes away third. Overthought heads to the inside to track the pace down inside fourth, about 5 lengths off the lead. Heller High Water keyed up and tugging up at the rider, advancing in between to be fifth. El Franco sixth, 3 lengths back. Ferry Boat in seventh. Chasin' Charlie is eighth. Smoky Lee's in ninth, and Deceiver is 10th and last. There's 5 furlongs to go. And that opening quarter for long shot Kid You Not was just 23 and 4/5 seconds. The pace is slow to develop, and it is Kid You Not heading for the half-mile pole. Barstow a tracking second, and Not Yet Charlie on the far outside, 3 wide while third. Heller High Water given more rain fourth. Overthought inside fifth, only 4 lengths off the lead. El Franco's within 5 lengths of the lead and starting to move up now. The rest with work to do. They round the far turn. Barstow grabs the lead, heading for the quarter pole. Barstow's in front. Kid You Not has to re-rally second. Not Yet Charlie is there. El Franco pops outside fourth and is coming with a run as they head for the final furlong. Not Yet Charlie grabs the lead, but El Franco's finishing fast. These two, 1-2, 1 furlong to go. Not Yet Charlie digs in. El Franco's desperately trying to get by. Not Yet Charlie keeps on grinding away and scores by 2. Not Yet Charlie was first. Del Franco was second. It's tight for third there. Overthought Door Kid You Not. They're in the gate. And they're off. And Street Swag broke sharply from the outside. Tom Spirit is showing speed. So too Creative Strategy. Sacred Ground not far behind in fourth. Onto the main track they go. And Creative Strategy streaking to the lead. Creative Strategy takes over 5 furlongs out. Tom Spirit is second. Street Swag is back into third. Sacred Ground is fourth. Sergeant Counselor down inside fifth. Constitution Day 6. FTW Slam is seventh. Frogtown is eighth. Double Strike in ninth. Losing Animals back in 10th by 4. Northern Runner is 11th near the back, and the trailer is Nicky's the favorite as they round the far turn. Creative Strategy rattles off a quarter in 21-4, leads by 2, heading for the quarter pole. Street Swag is picking it up from second, and Sacred Ground is sweeping up 3 wide third. Frogtown's on the scene, fourth and outside. They're off the turn. Street Swag strikes the stretch in front by 2. Now by 3, Street Swag opening up. Frogtown coming down the center. Sacred Ground is there. Constitution Day in tight. FTW Slam, but they're inside the final 16th, and Street Swag is gone. Street Swag finishing full of run. Under the wire, the 7-length winner. Frogtown was second. Constitution Day was third, and Sacred Ground checks in fourth. They're in the gate. And they're off. And Can't Be Touched broke like a rocket. In front by 2 in the first few jumps as they race up the chute. Can't Be Touched in front heading over. Distorted Secrets comes on to grab second. And here's Ring Me Darling up to be third. She's Cold as Ice is fourth. Loma Vista's In Between Horses Wild fifth. Waters of Merrim is down toward the inside in sixth. Stanley Market is seventh, but up close, only 4 lengths off the lead. 3 more back from there to Anna Gangsta. 5 back to Mo Hey Lady. And the trailer is Zing through an opening quarter in a sharp 22-4. Can't Be Touched hits the far turn in front by half a length. Distorted Secrets ratcheting up the pressure, and 3 wide Ring Me Darling comes on as well. And now those two go on with it as Can't Be Touched drops back into third and is losing ground. So round the far turn, down inside, it's Distorted Secrets. Right alongside is Ring Me Darling, head-to-head off the turn. In behind, She's Cold as Ice comes on. Loma Vista's there. Farther out, it's Waters of Merrim. They're down to the final furlong. Ring Me Darling comes away with a 2-length lead. She's Cold as Ice runs up into second. Zing from last is flying down the center. Time is running out, though. It's Ring Me Darling by 4, and it will be Ring Me Darling. Ring Me Darling holds on to do it. She's Cold as Ice held second. Zing rallied for third, and Waters of Merrim was fourth. And they're off. Even beginning, Dame Jovial is there. Tourist Duplicitous not far behind. Quaria Brava, Joyful Applause on the far outside. Tries to tuck in, but it's a pretty tight pack bias the first time. Tourist to go head-to-head with Quaria Brava and takes a narrow lead into that first turn, so Tourist is the leader. Quaria Brava runs in second. Dame Jovial comes away third. Duplicitous in fourth. A few awkward strides there for Dame Jovial. Rider having to fight her just a bit. Joyful Applause racing up on the outside quickly. Up to be third. Duplicitous is racing fourth. Dame Jovial is fifth. Fastest Flight in sixth. And then it's Fuente Uvahuna on the outside running along in seventh. L of the Ball's back in 8th. Queen Judas is 9th early. And Rock's Princess is the trailer in 10th. Down the back stretch run. Turris is the leader midway down the back stretch. Quarria Bravas prompting from second. Joyful Applause is perched out there, 3 wide while third. There's 4 furlongs remaining. Fastest Flight is tucked away fourth and only 2 lengths off the lead. Duplicitous is right there fifth, also 2 lengths back. James Jovial is in sixth. Fuente Uvahuna moving up 3 wide 7th. Queen Judith is following that move as they round the far turn. Turris is still the leader heading for the quarter pole. Quarria Brava still right there. Joyful Applause is wide off the turn. Fastest Flight set to strike in behind. They're off the turn and it's Turris in front still there heading for the 8th pole. Joyful Applause trying to get by. Fastest Flight was shut off in between. Dives to the rail for the final furlong. But it's still Turris in front. Joyful Applause, Fastest Flight finishing fast up the rail. These 3 down to the wire, and Fastest Flight comes up the rail to win. Running down, Joyful Applause, Turris and Fuente Ovahuna. In the gate. And they're off. Reserve Currency breaks alertly, so too Victory March. But here comes Town Branch. Town Branch quickly up on through to grab the lead as they race up the chute. Electromagnetic comes on to grab second. York Tavern for the outside post is racing up to be with the early leaders as well. So they race up the chute and they cross over, and it's Town Branch showing the way. Victory March comes off the rail to track the pace from second. Electromagnetic comes away in third, 3 lengths back to York Tavern, who's hustled along while fourth. Reserve Currency pushed down inside fifth. Cow Cabin sixth. Midnight Ray down inside seventh. Must Side Warrior in between horses racing in eighth. Bold Lookers back in ninth. Mount Craig is 10th. Can't be doing that is the trailer. The opening quarter in a sharp 22-4. The half in a swift 45-4. Far turn run. Town Branch the leader. Pressed along by Victory March. These 2 round the turn together. They're 3 lengths ahead of Midnight Raid, who makes steady progress up into third. Reserve Currency under a ride while fourth. Electromagnetic is wide while fifth. And then it's Must Side Warrior in behind horses 6 as they come off the turn into the stretch, and Midnight Raid has snuck through down inside to the front. And a rail skimming rally in a 2-length lead with 1 furlong to go. Victory March fights on from second. Reserve Currency is third. Must Side Warrior coming through down toward the rail. Final 16th. It's Midnight Raid in front. Reserve Currency up into second. 19-1. Rail skimming. Midnight Raid the winner. Reserve Currency was second, Must Side Warrior was third, Cow Cab was fourth, and Victory March was fifth.